they're going to try and divide everybody up. Students from pensioners, black people from white people, public sector from private sector. And comrades, our only chance of winning is if we all unite and support all of our struggles.
I never should have read that thing. I knew I'd make a mistake. I'm going to just say it from the heart. They think that it's easy to get a job. Even for an able-bodied person, it's blooming hard. I've got 2 disabled kids, just like yourself, same disability as me. They've been trying and trying for 5 years. They've had one interview. And as soon as they saw them, it was, no thanks, bye-bye. That was it. What chance do you think 2,500 disabled workers will be thrown this scrappy? What chance have they got? None at all. We don't want charity. We just want dignity to go to work like everybody else.
To engage in every form of resistance, including coordinated industrial action. And if you want to call that a general strike, then so be it. The reality is civil disobedience is the oldest form of democracy, and we should engage in it.
Anyone who knows their history will know this. In every single year in Britain, between 1918 and 1961, our debt was twice the size that it is now. But what did we do then? We built millions of council houses. We built comprehensive education and NHS, communities to be proud of. Well, why don't we do that now? Instead of allowing the filth of the BNP to whip up racism because there aren't enough houses, let's build more houses, build more schools, invest in our public sector. And you know, they say the money isn't there. Well, the money is there. Let me just tell you this. In this country, every single year, there is over £120 billion in tax that is not collected, that is evaded or avoided.
This is not just about public sector workers. These cuts will impact on the private sector as well as the public sector.
And there is an alternative. There's an alternative around growth, an alternative around jobs, an alternative around young people having the education and the training and the skills. That's the kind of Britain we're here for. Mr. Cameron, you and your friends, listen to what people from our union movement are saying here in Manchester today.
Fight for the services they believed in and fight for their rights. And now we are on the edge of the biggest strike in Britain in 80 years. And imagine what it would be like waking up on the 30th of November in every town, every village and every city. There will be picket lines of council workers, teachers, civil servants, health workers, all united to say hands off our pensions, hands off our welfare state, and we're not going to let you get away with it. So let's make sure that the 30th of November is the biggest strike and the biggest success we've seen. But I'll leave you with this thought. If after the 30th of November they don't back down, if they carry on making their cuts, carry on robbing our pensions, then we have to strike again and again until we win. And I'll tell you, my father said to me when I was young, living in South Wales as a teenager, He said to me, son, when you fight in life, you're never guaranteed to win. And he's right. We can't promise we'll win. But the saying goes on to say, if you never fight, you lose every time. Now's the time to fight. Now's the time to defeat the government. Well done today. Build for the strikes in November.
And strike while the iron is hot.